Hello and welcome to Gaming Friday here on Off the Shelf Reviews. I'm Gary.
I'm Geoff.
And today we are playing Demolition Man on the Sega Megadrive, which came out in 1995, just a couple of years after the film in 93. Geoff, Demolition Man on the Megadrive.
Oh, god damn, it's the wrong film.
God damn it. Had to bring up Judge Dredd. Now we're actually talking about one of Stallone's better movies. And that's to say I'm actually a fan of all of Stallone's movies, including the cheesy, terrible ones like Tango and Cash and Judge Dredd. Guilty pleasure all the way.
Yeah, this is Stallone playing Sylvester Stallone in
Man Blows Shit Up, the movie.
Man Blows Shit Up as cop.
Yes, he's
there's another one of that. Yeah, okay, so it is the mid-90s, isn't it?
Well, he did actually say, Sylvester Stallone did actually say when he made the film that he plays himself. Because, he all he had to do was react to all of these bizarre scenarios that he was put in front of.
Has Sylvester Stallone ever played anybody other than himself?
You know what? I think he sort of grew into the Rocky Balboa character. But it was very much based on some of his, life.
Didn't he just write it for him?
Yes, he did. Because, he wrote it because he knew for himself. But, I definitely see a difference between the Rambo character and the Rocky character.
Yeah. Well, Rambo's got guns. And Rocky's got fists.
Well, yeah.
still killing communists.
And he's still got one-liners.
Yeah.
So here we are with Demolition Man. As you can see, it's a retro 16-bit platforming action shooter. Not so much on the puzzles.
So we're going back to the 20th century, so we can go back to the 21st century.
Well, if you've seen the film, you know that John Spartan gets set up for the deaths of the hostages that he fails to rescue at the beginning of the film.
Yeah.
With obviously all of the C4. So the game's sort of taking its liberties with some of the scenes from the movie and turning them into levels as you sort of would expect them to do.
Mm-hmm. I don't remember him killing this many people in the film. But,
well, in the beginning, the beginning of the film, as I said in the review, is actually quite bombastic and action-packed, and there are a lot of... And I've missed the one-up there. Oh, damn it. Well, at least I got the shotgun upgrade.
Nice. Is that decent?
Well, I've not spent that much time with the game. I never played this game in my childhood. The first time I ever got to play the game is today, and so I am recording it, and so I will apologize now, guys, folks, if this video is only 10 minutes long. It's because that's as long as I lasted playing the game. I'm gonna endeavor to try and do better, but retro games are hard. Games you've never played before are hard. Trying to... Oh, there's Simon Phoenix right there. And as you can see, there's a little bit... He's
like, come and get
taunting me. He's mocking me.
That's Wesley Snipes, isn't it?
That is Wesley Snipes supporting his of course, his fancy blonde hair there.
Yeah.
I'm going to avoid Grenade Man here. Because grenades can kind of one-hit kill you. There are a couple of weapons in the game that will one-hit kill you.
Yeah.
This game is very difficult. You have to play it on the crazed difficulty level, because if you attempt to play the game on an easier difficulty, it's a quick trick here. If you shoot the C4, it's an instant death, so you have to chase Phoenix out of the building.
Right.
Slow-mo. As the building now explodes. But yeah, if you try to play the game on an easier difficulty, the game just stops mid-session and goes, right, you've had enough. You've played it on easy. If you want to play the rest, play it on the next difficulty. And good luck with that.
So you're not even allowed to finish the game unless you put it on
medium
crazy.
Difficulty. Exactly. So again, just like the movie, John Spartan gets put on ice and now wakes up in the future.
Look at that.
With two continues.
Two continues and abbreviation, internet speak.
Yes, and you do look great today.
Well, what can I say? So yeah, 2032.
And and for the first time in 20 years, Earth has encountered its first MDK, murder, death, kill. So John Phoenix has now escaped, and he's gone to the museum to go and get some guns.
Right.
So now we've got to go and take him down. At the same time, let's rescue some hostages in a completely different type of game. Welcome to Smash TV's or Demolition Man's interpretation of Smash TV. Walk around, blast an infinite amount of bad guys, or a constantly spawning amount of bad guys. Collect health to keep leveling up, to keep yourself alive. Collect grenades, collect weapons, and rescue the scientists. The museum keepers, or whoever they are. And every time you rescue one, they unlock another door somewhere in the museum for you to, as you can see, progress further along. There are only 2 top-down shooter sections like this in the entire game.
Right. And you get one of them straight away.
You get one of them straight away. Of course, if you do make some progress in the level, the doors will close behind you, which will stop some enemies. But it's one of those where if you move the screen along, enemies, as you can see, are now spawning directly behind me again, which is quite peculiar. I have to say, the controls on this section of the game are a little bit wonky.
Right.
And the fact that those grenaders can insta-kill you makes it incredibly painful, as they can fire their grenades over the walls, as you can see over there. Of course, you are allowed to do the same, and so I can retaliate fire and throw my grenades over the walls, which does mean there's a little bit of strategy involved.
You got 5 grenades and unlimited enemies.
Yes. Now, there's one trick, or one sort of, knack to doing this I've found, is that yes, you can run and gun by just holding the A button and go, and just keep running through the level, picking up, rescuing, I keep calling them scientists, the museum guards, as you will.
Right.
As you've just seen me do there, and I'm just running and gunning. But if you hold the A button, which is the fire button, then press and hold the throw button, you kind of stand still and become a turret, which enables you then to quickly shoot in every direction, which is, you kind of strategically have to do. As a result, though, I tend to end up throwing all my grenades everywhere and occasionally blowing myself up. There is a kind of annoyance that I have also found with the game, is that if you blast away certain areas, like that glass there, the gun appeared. But it then only appears for a certain amount of time, so you have to pick it up and use it, or it'll just disappear. The same for the health packs, which can kind of make things a little bit annoying.
I like how much ammo this guy's got.
Yeah, he has to reload. I think. But yeah, infinite amount of ammo. Of course, when you do pick up the weapon power-ups, they only have so much ammo, and that douchebag there just hit me with one of the weapons you don't actually get in the game as yourself, and it's the crazy weapon that Simon Phoenix gets in the museum, the electric type gun.
Right.
I don't really know how that weapon worked, but anyway. But there are a couple of levels in the game which are kind of there as padding. They're levels not in the film. There's sort of a monorail train that you kind of go along and have to bypass a bunch of laser beams, which is always fun.
Yeah. And
there's sort of a zip line ride. I'd call it that because you spend most of it on zip lines, just blindly zip lining around. Not in the film. Then again, the film went through a lot of script changes. A lot of things were cut because of budget and because of all the different sort of producers that were involved on the film. So it might have come from actually deleted scenes from the script. Who knows? But they do make for quite fun levels. There's a nice amount of diversity in the levels. One of the criticisms when the game came out was that it was quite ugly looking. Sort of bland.
Quite a criticism for SNES game.
for a SNES / Megadrive game. Sort of the Megadrive and the SNES games did look slightly different.
Yeah.
I think the Megadrive one kind of looks better. I am slightly biased towards the Megadrive over the NES. One other version of Demolition Man that I also never got to play was the 3DO version. Or the Sega CD version, which I think incorporated first-person shooter elements and a lot more cinematics for the game. A lot of cinematics actually recorded whilst they were shooting the film for the game. So that they actually had some of the characters sort of giving you the game over screen, and Sylvester Stallone turning up and going, "Yeah, you're terrible, game over."
Really?
Which is kind of fun to look at.
Stallone reduced down to 256 colours or whatever this is.
Well, I mean, no, they were live action recordings, so they actually used snippets from actual recordings, as the Sega Saturn and the 3DO wanted to do. There was a lot of full motion capture videos like 7th Guest, 11th Hour, popular at that time.
It still was, it was still didn't have a full colour palette, did it? It was,
No, but of course when it was full motion video, it
still looks.
it still looked better, and it sort of, if
Still state of the art in the 90s.
Yes, yeah, and of course those games were child friendly. They cut out all of the swearing from the movies. They still had some of the quotes from the film, but a lot of them were taken out so that it could sell to a bigger audience.
Well, swearing was actually
A big joke in the original.
In the film,
it is,
yeah.
yes. You can sort of see the verbal morality machines, distributed throughout the game, but they're just sort of decoration. If they were constantly popping out tickets as I ran around swearing, it kind of would have been funny, but.
So how many levels are there on this thing?
There are more levels than I've seen because I have struggled, as I've said, to complete the game. If you're that into it, there are flawless playthroughs on YouTube where people have just kind of wandered through the game and seldom lost a life, taken a hit, and completed it all in 30 minutes, whatever, showing off.
Speedrunners.
But I mean, the first time I got this is John. This is the first boss battle.
Yeah.
And
right, okay.
I gotta say, on my first couple of times here, I died over and over again because that gun that he's firing, he only has to hit you twice or once even, and you're dead. At least you can see his health bar in the bottom right corner as well as mine in the bottom left.
Yeah.
But I mean, the hit detection on here is a pain in the ass.
Right.
Sometimes his explosions will go through the wall. As you can see, a couple of hits. I managed to avoid him. Of course, there's an endless stream of enemies coming in as well.
Yeah, just
I did try the tactic of just throwing grenades over, but it doesn't do enough damage. You only need to hit him once, and it sends him back a little bit. It kind of reminds me of old Amiga type games where you can just scroll up and down and try and shoot the person on the other side. It's very retro, but it's just a mini boss battle.
Yeah.
Of course, keep encountering Phoenix as you move through the game.
Do they keep getting harder?
And so, I mean, there was no pause there. There was no end of level. It was just quickly straight into and I'm dead. I hate jumping platform sections in games. I really hate them. I'm terrible. And of course, sometimes
you're glad we've moved on from the 90s.
I am so glad. I don't even play in new indie games with platforming sections in them because I just go, that is a headache. That is a throne controller waiting to happen. It's just I do get stressed out. This is a game that you cannot play to relax. This is a game that will stress you out. I can suppose playing it for a few minutes is going to be fun.
Yeah.
Or, playing it for sort of 20 minutes every day if you're just on the move, if you've got it on a mobile device, it could be fun. The game's music is great. The gameplay is great. The graphics, for the time, are great. And I'm kind of addicted to it, despite having an overwhelming problem with the platforming sections of the game because I just think I'm going to fall and I'm going to die
so you actually
and now I'm on my
well.
last life here, and I've managed to stay on the ladder. There are other ways to get lives. I think you can get points through destruction, being the Demolition Man. The game does reward you each the end of each mission, the amount of damage you do.
Yeah.
So, you can shoot out the cars here and some of the light signs and there's Phoenix down there. Managed to shoot him quickly and he's dropped a 1-up, so I've got to quickly grab it before it disappears, which it did. Now it looks like the sewers are trying to fart explosive gas at me here.
As they did.
So back on the platforming section again. I know there's a couple more jumps to go here. I really need to get some more health. Okay, there's one in behind me, and he's going to shoot me in the ankles.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm so nearly dead. Okay, jump! Okay, now I'm at the boss. Again. With no health. And he will hit me, and I'm dead. And I think that's... I've still got another chance here, because I picked up that 1-up.
For you.
Now, I've got to be very careful, because just 2 hits from Phoenix here, and I'm done. And what's really... What's really annoying is that even if I'm successful here at scaring him away, he's going to try and blow up that machine that's up there to the top left corner.
Right.
And as soon as he does that, the whole building's going to explode, and I'm going to be in trouble.
Uh-oh.
Now, when you hit continue, it's one of those. It's one of those, do the level again. Play it again, Sam. How irritating. How frustrating is that?
Yeah.
But I'm going to try it. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to try and go through all of my continues and lives and progress as far as I can.
So, I mean, there seems to be a lot of stuff or settings. I mean, you seem to meet Phoenix a lot more frequently than in this game than you did in the movie.
Well, no, he does have quite a few encounters with Phoenix throughout the film.
Does he try to roughly follow the narrative of the film?
Yes. I mean, you know, we end up fighting in the underground. We had that fight just now in the museum. There is the chase sequence later on. Like I said, there is a few padded missions like the monorail and the zip line, but you will end up fighting him again on the streets and sort of in the cryo prison right at the very end, where you'll have the last encounter with him. Oh my god, I'm using up all my lives just throwing myself into oblivion.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to take a quick second here. I'm going to try and get back to that boss battle.
Yeah.
Okay, jumped forward in time. I've managed to get back to the boss battle with Phoenix, and this time I'm gonna get him. So as you can see, I've shot him away twice, 3 times. Will I get him? Nope, he's gonna get away. Okay, and this time I'm gonna hit him. Just spam the fire. God, missed again. Avoid the laser beam. I can take a few bullets. Can't take. Damn it! All right, I've scared him away. All right, quickly. Now this is the worst bit. No, man. I'm down.
That's it.
Okay, I was trying again. I got some extra lives this time. And see how much damage that beam hits when he hits you with that weapon. He's not firing it as much as he did at the other stage boss. I mean, if he did, I'd be ruined. But just that one little laser beam is enough. Okay, and there we go. I'm dead again.
Oh man, that didn't even look like it hit you that time.
There's, I've. God damn it, Phoenix! I'm tired of this Mickey Mouse bullshit. Right, come on. That's it. That's it. I can take the bullets. I can't take. Come on. There's sort of a sweet spot. There we go. To stand. To get a good hit on him. Okay, scared him off, right?
Yeah.
Now I'm going to quickly jump down and jump over and run. Demolition Man out.
Phew.
Yes, enhance your calm. Enhance your calm.
Well done.
I managed to murder 291 people.
Oh, nice.
Are you sure they wanted to wake me up? I think I've killed more people now than Simon Phoenix ever did in his entire criminal career.
Considering the state had complete control and pretty much eradicated murder, death, kills, there's a lot of people with guns there, I know.
Well, yeah, I think I'm kind of... The game throws Edgar-friendly sort of minions, his sort of soldiers or freedom fighters at you.
Right.
Of course, Spartan did fight them in the film for just a few seconds, really, before he realised that, he's fighting the wrong people. They're actually fighting for general freedoms, like being able to eat rat burgers, smoke cigarettes, and actually have sex.
Yeah.
So, all the things that John Spartan actually would want to fight for.
Of course, yeah.
So, and, you a fan of Dennis Leary? You a fan of his comedy?
Well...
Do you even know who he is? Is he kind of disappeared in time?
Yeah, I know who Dennis Leary is. Isn't he the guy that was in Snatch? Not Snatch, Lockstock.
I cannot remember if he had
him. Shut up, you big bald fuck! Isn't it that guy?
Was it him? Was it him? Wow. I mean, if it was, I really don't remember Dennis Leary being in it. Of course, I remember him from The Ref. Yeah. As one of my favorite Christmas movies. Just almost got squished there.
Yeah, but I mean, he's alright actually. He's done. I've listened to some of his
comedy. Yeah. I
good.
think a lot of people got put off. I think he got done for plagiarism, actually, for stealing other people's jokes.
That doesn't surprise me.
Okay, so I've just managed to pick up some armor and another one up, and now see, this is a stage that I don't ever remember from the movie. Is when he fights in the car park. When the car parking machines try to drop cars on Sylvester Stallone. I don't actually remember that happening. but you know, it makes for a fun level,
Yeah,
I suppose.
I was gonna say. I mean, they have had quite a lot of creative license with this.
Yes, they are. Oh God, don't crush me.
It's not. It's. I mean, you can barely. This guy is sufficiently pixelated. He doesn't even really look like Stallone.
No.
This kind of
looks like generic action game guy.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me a little bit of a cross between Aliens and Contra Hardcore.
Yeah, I got reminded of Alien 3 at one point.
Yeah.
You know, the kind of the way the platforming works. I like the sprites. I like the little animations.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes it reminds me of Cannon Fodder. It's what reminded me of Earthworm Jim, Streets of Rage. It reminds me of a lot of the great games on the Mega Drive from the time.
Yeah.
Minus the absurd difficulty level.
Yeah.
At least, you know, when you die, when you use up your lives, you kind of go back roughly where you were. It's using the continues that is a real pain. Especially bosses like this, which even, you know, when it looks like they're in the background or in the foreground, you know, they can damage you just by passing through you. So even if I were to stand there and watch it disappear behind me, it would do damage as it passes through. So much damage that it would probably kill me as well.
No, right.
So, during the top-down shooter sequences as well, I kind of get really frustrated because every single everything that's there, every little obstacle can block you and stop your movement, which can result in you taking shots and being killed.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So now this boss is
trying to
switching it up a little bit. Man, I hope parking meters and things don't get this dangerous in the future.
Yeah.
But of course, John Spartan, Demolition Man, blow shit up. Moving on.
Be well, John Spartan.
Just killed all those parking attendants. No more parking tickets.
Yeah.
So I managed to actually gain a new continue. I'm doing okay.
So you get continues for points as well?
I think so. As you can see, my demolition points is going up. Oh God, no. We've made it to the monorail. Monorail.
Is this,
monorail.
Is this a bit of an iconic moment, is it?
No, this is just the game just going, hey, we need some extra levels because, you know, otherwise the game would be like Terminator, like 4 levels long. If we want to be faithful to the movie, you know, there's only a few instances where there's action. Yeah. So yeah, now we get a whole, like I said, it could have been inspired from a deleted script sequence which they wanted, or it may have just been, hey, you know, we got an idea for a monorail sequence in a video game. Let's do it. Oh, God damn it. Oh. You get hit by 2 of those, again, it's game over. I need to quickly break my way down through here. I've fallen down. Smash these monitors, hoping for, well, yeah, for demolition points, but also hoping that maybe they'll drop a 1-up, a health pack, I don't know, some guns, I don't know, a level select. Is there a Game Genie on here somewhere?
So, I mean, is this for fans of Demolition Man, or is this really just for fans of sideways scrolling shoot-em-ups?
This game is good for people new to side-scrolling beat-em-up shoot-em-ups because it's very simplistic, yet, you know, quite difficult to master. You know, it's not very. I wouldn't say it's then difficult. I would say it's a case of it's going to take time to keep replaying the levels to learn where the health packs are, where the guns are, where the enemies come from, where to jump, how to jump, which bits to avoid, and through some levels, which alternate paths to take to know where the secrets are. God damn it. Okay, so I now have the choice of going across the top of the train and avoiding the platforms which would otherwise try and knock me off, or I can try and come through here and avoid the lasers. And get lasered, as I did, because a single hit from one of these lasers, you guessed it, you're dead. Now, thankfully, you can stand in the middle of these laser devices.
Nice.
Safely-ish. But, of course, you know, you're going to get hit with some psychedelic light changing. And, of course, there are some enemies. Hard to see them as well. They occasionally see their silhouettes. Timing.
What is that changing colour all about? I don't understand.
I don't know either. I guess it's just kind of... I think I shot the emergency lights out of the system. I don't know. Maybe...
You're in a monorail, which is in a tunnel.
It's the future. I don't know. It's San Angeles.
San Angeles.
Well, it's after the big earthquake of 20-something. I can't remember.
Right.
Oh, God damn it.
Oh.
I hate those things.
You got to jump over those.
You got to jump over those, yeah. Okay, now I am at the head of the train, and something killed me. I didn't see what it was, but something killed me. Oh god, lasers! Okay, so laser 1, laser 2, laser 2, run! Okay, laser 2, laser 1, laser 2, laser 1, go!
So how many different weapons do you get?
As you can see, you kind of get infinite ammo for... Oh my god, I'm dead in that laser. I went too far forward, too far forward. Am I still... Oh, I'm going to use a continue. Make my way through the monorail again.
Yeah, start from the beginning.
So, as you've seen, there are only really a couple of weapons. There's this handgun, which you kind of get to use. It takes most enemies maybe 1, 2, or 3 hits, depending on what sort of enemy they are.
Right.
There's the shotgun, which has got a sort of... damn it! Which just got quite an... Oh my god. Which has quite an effective blast on it.
Yeah.
Then the... Oh my fucking god! I'm going to be charged a fortune for this, in terms of swearing.
Yeah.
And you've got the shotgun, as I said, for a quick blast. There's the Magnum, which is one-hit kill everything. It's by far my favourite weapon. Sometimes it kind of feels like it fires like a machine gun. You kind of get some rapid fire on there.
Oh, you can actually fire just as quick as that one?
Quick as which one?
This regular pistol?
Yeah, I mean, everything, just kind of hold the fire button down, or you can keep tapping the button. Oh my god. These I hate this. I hate this section of the game. Yeah. I do. Oh my! Here we go, jump! Yeah. I just wanna get to the next. Go! See, you get those ones where it's like you can't jump or duck or get away from it. you kind of screwed.
So the question is this fun or is this really an exercise in conquering frustration?
Oh my god! It is both. It is absolutely both. This game is and I've had an incredible amount of fun playing it. Like I said, I was surprised. At how much fun I had. Once I died and lost a few times, I kind of got a little bit upset, as I do. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, I want to try again. I actually want to play again. I actually want to do better. And each time I've played it, I've gone a little bit further. I have made it past the zip line section. I've made it almost to the cryo prison. And I'd love to be able to defeat Phoenix, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think the game's difficulty is eventually going to get the better of me. But that's not to say I've had maybe 4 to 5 hours of fun just playing the game. And I think I'll probably come back to play it some more. I'm definitely going to put this on my list of favourite Megadrive games now as a result. Mm-hmm. So, and I think if you are a fan of Demolition Man, you know, if you've watched the film and you're like, hey, I want more Demolition Man. You know, you can have... Fuck's sake.
That totally screws you.
That does totally screw you.
The
only way to get past it would be to run backwards, because... I'm gonna try and get up here and maybe highlight that to you, because I am rushing a little bit, but when they're coming, you can just run back. Right, so physics sort of, you know. Oh my god, it does swap in. Right, that's it. Before I get wound out and stressed out anymore, I'm gonna call it here, Geoff. Yeah. I'm gonna say thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for listening.
You got demolished.
I got demolished. I didn't even get killed by Phoenix. I got killed by a monorail light somewhere in the tunnel.
Yeah.
God damn it. So yeah, I just want to say thanks for watching, thanks for listening. We'll be back next Friday with another video game. In the meantime, film reviews on Thursdays. You can find us on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Patreon. Thanks for listening, everyone. Be well.
Take it easy.